All right, so we've got some new things for the truck. So this is Tyger Auto. They are like kind of like rock sliders slash running boards. They're bolt-on, so obviously they're not going to really, help you with sliding on rocks, but they'll look good, and I don't really use this truck off-road. Got a new set of tires coming in for it too. So they're just going to bolt on right up here. I'm going to do a little install video. Where they're going to bolt is they're going to bolt there. You can see where the old ones came off. And there's another spot there. And another spot somewhere there. Okay. So we'll do it. I'm going to unbox this and then we'll check them out. All right, so first impressions right out of the box. Well, first let me show you the old ones. So these are the old ones that I had. These are also Tygers. These are from 2016. Northeast winters, upstate New York. So this is what they look like underneath. So they're pretty shot. I will say, though, I feel like the coating on these is not nearly as good as what's on the new ones. Now, looking at the new ones, again, same company. First of all, I feel like you can tell a lot about a product based on its packaging, right? So these things are packaged awesome. I mean, they've got these super thick caps that they put on the end here. So these were here, right? And they were wrapped up in this bubble wrap. And then they even wrapped the edges of these so that nothing can get stabbed or poked or anything like that. I really like that. Comes with directions, really nice direction booklet, color, nice pictures. Not that we'll really need the pictures, but you got a box, hardware kit comes with it. These are only like $400. They're on Amazon. I don't know that they're an Amazon company. I think they're like 400. I don't remember what they were. But anyway, because I got them in the beginning of the winter. But I feel like, again, you can tell a lot about a product by its packaging. You see a lot of the junkier Amazon-type products, and they're, they would just be like this, wrapped with like plastic, and then it would just be shoved in a bag, and you'd get them, and they'd be all dinged up and banged up. And I mean, I don't even see any spots. Like, these were super well coated. Like, if you look along the edges, like the insides here, where are these stars, which are kind of sick looking, like the coating in there is super thick all along there still. If you flip them over, you can get up in the edges, and this is where these types of things are going to start rusting. It's going to be right up in there. But if you look in there, can we look in there? If we look in there, you can see it's coated like all the way in. I mean, these are really well built. Obviously, time will tell. I don't like... Is that a plastic cap? I'm trying to figure out what that is. Anyway, they're capped on the end. So what I'm probably going to do is pop these caps off. And then I fluid film everything. And I'm going to fluid film all inside these. Probably help a lot with their longevity. Give you an idea, this Tundra is a 2016. It's got like 98,000 miles on it. This truck has lived in the Northeast its whole life. And I cleaned the frame up when I first bought it. The frame was super clean. I didn't buy it new. I bought it used about 3 years ago. And I cleaned the frame up and painted it. And then I fluid filmed it. If we get underneath this thing, like you can see, this truck is like brand new looking still. Like the brake lines, everything. I mean, fluid film is obviously very nasty. But, I mean, you can see, this frame is pretty old. And I mean, it's got like very minimal rust. I mean, I've got like a couple little flakes on like the edge there, you can see. And then like, over here, you can kind of see like some very minor flaking up there. But like, that's pretty much it. And that's super good for Tundra. Usually these things are like rust really fast. I also have a lift kit in this truck. I've got Sumos the Sumo spring supports on it, Bilstein 5100s, and then a shackle kit. You see the shackles back there. They were fluid filmed at the beginning of the winter, and they still look brand new. I mean, look at those bolts. That's after a full Northeast winter, and they still look brand new. So if you get a truck and you fluid film it, it's probably going to last for literally ever. But so let me get this thing mounted up, and then we'll see what it looks like. So it was a little bit of a pain getting up in there to mount those, especially alone. I felt like an acrobat, but they came out nice. They're not quite tight yet, but I did take those caps off. You can see where I sprayed the fluid film. I also fluid filmed the other side, and then where they actually mount. You see it? You can't see it. You can see it there. Okay, so came out pretty good. Couple updates on projects for y'all as we get into the summer. The Versus 1000 got tuned, programmed, exhaust, should have been engineering or whatever. He does custom dyno tunes on bikes, so had him do that for me. So I'm going to do a GoPro ride review video of that. And then the old Komodo. So it's got the 6-liter in her. Big cam, nitrous. Got to button up the wiring a little bit. It's going off to get dyno tuned in 2 weeks. So that's going to get done. I was just underneath it doing some because Northeast repairs. And now keep in mind, I don't drive this car in the winter since I've owned it, which has been 11 years, never seen a winter. But our axle still looks like poopy. And there's no like rot, really. It's just a little bit surface rust, and I hate the way it looks. Other than that, the car is actually pretty clean. But you can see it's got pretty much everything suspension-wise you can put on one of them. Torque arm, subframe connectors, lower control arm, remounting brackets, lower control arms, sway bar end links, panhard bar, TA Performance girdle, long tubes back to Gibson tips. And then, you know, the 6-liter's got a big Texas Speed cam in it, an LS2 head, LS2 intake, the spray, obviously. Transmissions is built by Performa, built out of Pennsylvania. So it should be a decent car. Probably put down like maybe 410, 420 to the wheels. So yeah, I've had this thing for 11 years. It's been a long run with it, but it runs good. Never had any issues with it. And then, obviously, the KFX 700 and the Sportsman, all good to go for spring. And the 2 sleds that are now just sitting here doing nothing but collecting dust with an absolutely abysmal winter. But so at least they'll be ready for next year. Ended up doing about 1,000 miles this season, though, still, so not terrible. But and then the old beater Cobalt. So yeah, I'll do some more updates on the Camaro. I'm gonna do a vlog on the bike to talk about the tune, and yeah, so we'll see you guys this summer, and get some riding videos finally, button some things up, get some more subscribers, comment, tell me what you want to see. You want to see some wheelies? You want to see some wheelies? You want to see some donut? Well, I don't do donuts, but brakes and tires. All right, guys, very good. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you soon.